You've probably stepped into a cruise ship casino. The lights sparkle, the slots sing, and it feels like pure luck is waiting for you. But what if that excitement is engineered? Behind those flashing reels and smiling dealers lies a system built to keep you spinning longer, spending more, and believing you're winning even when you're not. Cruise casinos use advanced psychology, layout science, and tracking algorithms to turn fun into formula. And once you understand how it really works, you'll never see that casino the same way again. Stay tuned, because secret number 7 even shocks loyal cruisers who thought they knew it all. Number 1. The Welcome Night Trap. The first night of every cruise is a psychological masterpiece, and you're the main subject. Most passengers think the welcome aboard party is about celebration. But to the casino, it's opening night of a well-designed experiment. The lights are warmer, the music is upbeat, and every crew member is smiling wider. It's all engineered to drop your guard. Picture this. You've just unpacked. The ship sails away from port, the champagne's flowing, and a voice announces, "Tonight only, double points in the casino." You wander in, curious. The dealers wave, the slots sparkle, and within minutes you're swiping your cruise card for free play. That's the hook. Here's what really happens. The casino starts building your player profile the moment you make that first spin. It records how long you play, what you bet, even what time of night you return. Cruise lines call this their golden window. Why? Because first-time cruisers spend up to 40% more on embarkation night than any other day of the voyage. And if you happen to win early, a small jackpot, a few bonus rounds, that's no accident either. Many ships use a short, warm-up window, loosening the odds for the first few hours to make new players feel lucky. Once you're tagged as active, the system tightens again. You chase the feeling, not realizing the game has already changed. The casino's most profitable night isn't the last, it's the first. Because belief is more powerful than odds. Skip the casino on embarkation day. Walk through, observe, maybe enjoy the vibe, but don't play until day 2. You'll dodge the data trap, keep your bankroll intact, and start your cruise in control. Number 2. The loyalty algorithm. Cruise ship casino loyalty programs aren't about rewarding spending. They about predicting your behavior. Most passengers think the casino loyalty card works like a land-based reward system. The more you play, the more you earn. But at sea, it's smarter and sneakier. Behind every swipe is a hidden metric called your consistency score. This isn't about how much you lose. It's about how predictable you are. Here's how it plays out. On a Royal Caribbean voyage, one passenger noticed she kept getting free drinks and tournament invites, even though she only bet small amounts. Meanwhile, her husband, who spent 5 times more, got almost nothing. Why? The system had marked her as stable. She played the same time each night, with calm reactions and consistent wagers. The algorithm rewarded her for reliability. He, on the other hand, fluctuated, up big, down big, and the system saw him as volatile. Casinos love predictability because it guarantees a steady profit curve. A reliable player is a controllable player. That's why your offers, free credits, and VIP invites often show up when you least expect them, right after a night of steady play, not wild swings. This loyalty data doesn't disappear. It follows you across every ship in the same cruise line, quietly shaping the perks you get next time. Your consistency becomes your currency. Set a nightly budget, stick to it, and never double your bets after a loss. To the system, that makes you look like a valuable, steady guest, and the perks will start stacking up automatically. Number 3. The Mirage Jackpot. Every flashing jackpot you see near a cruise ship casino entrance is part of a show, not a streak of luck. Most cruisers think those lights and cheers mean someone just won big. But here's the catch. Many of those wins are scripted moments. On ships like MSC Seaside and Norwegian Encore, the slots placed right by the main walkway run on a display cycle that triggers extra celebration sounds even for tiny payouts. It's pure theater. You're walking past after dinner, dessert in hand, and suddenly a slot erupts with coins clinking and a bell screaming, "Jackpot!" You look over, someone's grinning, cashing out $20 on a $50 bet. Yet everyone nearby feels that magnetic pull. If they won, maybe I can too. That's the Mirage Jackpot effect, a manufactured illusion of generosity that fills the room with energy and draws new players through the doors. Cruise casinos are floating ecosystems designed to maximize engagement. The front machines exist to attract, not reward. The house wants momentum, a constant churn of hopeful players who believe tonight's the night. Once you sit down, the psychological cycle begins. Optimism, near misses, and the slow bleed of credits that feel like almost wins. Pro tip: do this instead. Skip the noisy front row machines. Walk a few rows deeper where the air is cooler, the lights dimmer, and the staff less performative. Those mid-floor machines often carry slightly higher return settings, and fewer distractions mean you play smarter, not longer. Number 4. The cashless control strategy. Cruise ship casinos have made losing money feel frictionless, on purpose. Most passengers think digital play makes gaming easier and cleaner. But here's what almost nobody realizes. When you tap your cruise card or wristband instead of handling chips or bills, your brain no longer recognizes it as real money. It's called spending dissociation, and cruise lines use it masterfully. You're on a Carnival ship, drink in hand, and you sit down at a glowing slot. No coins, no cash, just a swipe of your sail and sign card. You win $20, lose $40, win $10 back. Feels harmless, right? But what you don't see is that your onboard account balance won't update until hours later. By then, you've likely spun through far more than you intended. The casino calls this frictionless gaming. It removes every physical pause that would normally make you think, wait, am I still up? You never feel the weight of loss because there's no tactile feedback. The system wants momentum, not mindfulness. Without friction, discipline disappears. Cruise casinos know digital credits keep you in the zone. Longer and longer sessions equal higher profit per passenger. The more seamless the system feels, the more control you quietly give away. Before you play, set a hard cash limit. Withdraw that amount, convert it to physical bills, and leave your cruise card in your cabin. When you handle real cash, every chip and every note feels tangible, and that single change can cut your losses in half. Number 5. The crew advantage. The dealers and hosts on a cruise ship aren't just there to deal cards. They're trained to read you. Most passengers think casino crew members are friendly faces there to keep the fun going. But behind those smiles is a quiet system of behavioral tracking. Every dealer, every cocktail server, every pit boss plays a part in building your player profile. And it starts the moment you sit down. Here's what really happens. On a Royal Caribbean ship, certain dealers are what insiders call information anchors. Their job isn't just to shuffle cards, it's to observe. Who tips? Who gets frustrated? Who stays calm under pressure? That information gets logged into the casino's internal notes. Within hours, hosts know which players are emotionally stable and which ones are close to burnout. Ever notice how a free drink or thank you for playing card appears just when you're losing patience? That's not luck, that's response targeting. The system sees your fatigue and sends a soft reset, a little dopamine boost to keep you in your seat. The longer you stay seated, the more predictable your play becomes. And predictability is profit. Casinos don't need to change odds. They just need to manage mood. Be courteous but unreadable. Smile, stay calm, and never reveal emotion after a loss or win. When staff can't gauge your mental state, they can't tailor their tactics. And when you control your reactions, you control the rhythm of the game, not the other way around. Number 6. The midnight momentum effect after midnight. The cruise ship casino quietly transforms, and most passengers never notice. By day, the casino feels alive. Upbeat music, laughter, and bright, crisp lighting. But as the clock passes 11:30 p.m., the atmosphere starts to change. The lights soften to amber, the music slows, and the air feels heavier. It's not random, it's engineered. You've just entered the momentum phase. Cruise casinos shift tone after midnight because that's when human discipline fades. You're relaxed from dinner, a few drinks in, maybe coming off a win or chasing a loss. The casino knows this is the sweet spot, where logic slows and emotion takes over. So they subtly adjust the environment to keep you spinning longer. On Carnival and MSC ships, servers move faster after midnight. Complimentary drinks flow more freely. Machines hum louder in mid-range frequencies that mimic excitement, and the pacing of table games slows just enough to blur your sense of time. It's hypnotic, and it works. Data from onboard gaming studies shows that the highest average losses occur between 12 o'clock and 2 a.m., not because the odds change, but because you do. Casinos don't need to manipulate machines when they can manipulate the mood. Fatigue, alcohol, and ambient design are the invisible edge. Set a hard cutoff time and stick to it. The moment the casino lights dim to gold, walk away. That glow isn't cozy, it's a trigger. Leaving before midnight keeps your focus sharp and your wallet intact. Number 7. The surveillance illusion on cruise ships. The casino cameras aren't just watching for cheating, they're watching you. Most passengers assume those black domes on the ceiling are just for security. But modern cruise casinos have turned surveillance into strategy. Behind the glass, advanced software tracks not just what you do, but how you feel while doing it. Here's how it works. On certain Royal Caribbean and MSC ships, surveillance systems use adaptive recognition, analyzing your posture, your pace of play, even your facial tension. Lean forward. You're flagged as focused. Sit back or sigh. The system reads fatigue. Those signals create something insiders call an attention score. And that score helps staff know exactly when to step in. Ever notice how a host appears the moment you seem ready to leave? Or how a drink suddenly arrives when you're slowing down? That's not coincidence. The system reads your engagement drop and triggers a subtle intervention, just enough to pull you back into play. And here's the part that surprises even seasoned cruisers. Your player data doesn't stay on the ship. When you sail again with the same line, your behavior profile travels with you. The casino already knows your betting habits, your favorite machines, even what time of night you're most active. You're not just playing the game is studying you. Every reaction feeds the system that decides how to keep you spending. Break the pattern. Stand up often. Switch games or tables unpredictably. When the system can't read your rhythm, it can't manipulate your mood. On a ship full of watchers, your best defense is unpredictability. Number 8. The winning table illusion. When you see a crowd cheering around a winning table, you're not watching luck, you're watching marketing. Most cruisers think hot tables are random streaks of good fortune. But on ships like Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas or Carnival Celebration, those loud, high-energy tables are strategically staged. Casinos call them anchor tables, games positioned near main walkways or lounges where foot traffic is heavy. Here's the play. When someone hits a few lucky hands, the dealer celebrates louder, the pit boss strolls over with a smile, and the lights get a little brighter. Chips clack, applause builds, and anyone walking by feels it. This place is paying tonight. But the truth? The odds at that table are exactly the same as every other one. The illusion is all about social proof. If you see someone else winning, your brain tells you, my turn's next. One former casino host admitted that when a table starts to draw a crowd, staff are told to feed the noise, slow the game, encourage cheers, keep the buzz alive. It's a show, and the audience becomes the next set of players. That adrenaline surge pushes people to sit down and bet without strategy. It's not contagious luck, it's controlled atmosphere. Never chase a crowd. Find a quiet table or corner machine where no one's watching. The calmer the environment, the clearer your judgment, and the fewer psychological traps at play. On cruise ships, silence isn't boring, it's profitable. Number 9. The win-loss mirage. When you walk away from a cruise ship casino feeling like a winner, you might still be playing their game. Most cruisers think that finishing up means they've beaten the system. But behind the scenes, the casino software is still tracking you, and it's already setting the stage for your next loss. It's called smoothing, and it quietly decides how your comps and offers change based on your current trend, not your total balance. Here's how it works. Let's say you win $200 at blackjack and leave smiling. The system logs that you're ahead and immediately downgrades your comp rate. You'll get fewer drink offers, less attention, and fewer free play invitations. Why? Because the casino assumes you'll give that money back. But if you start losing again, suddenly the service gets warmer. A friendly host appears, a free drink slides your way, maybe even a lucky bonus credit shows up on your account. That's not random generosity, it's behavioral steering. Casinos learned long ago that a player who almost wins is far more valuable than one who walks away satisfied. They want you slightly behind, always chasing equilibrium. Winning doesn't reset the game, it resets you. Your short-term confidence feeds their long-term profit model. When you finish a session ahead, stop completely. Don't play just one more. Wait until the next day. Overnight resets trick the system into marking your win as final, and that single gap protects both your profits and your comp status. Number 10. The after-cruise loop. The cruise ship casino doesn't stop working when the voyage ends, it just moves online. Most passengers think the casino's influence fades once they're back on land. But here's the truth. The casino's most powerful marketing begins after you disembark. Every spin, swipe, and session you played on board feeds a massive data engine that predicts your next move, and it starts contacting you within weeks. You've just returned from a 7-night Caribbean sailing. 2 weeks later, an email hits your inbox. Thanks for cruising with us. Enjoy $250 in free casino credit on your next voyage. It feels like a reward, but it's not generosity, it's reactivation psychology. The system knows exactly how much you played, when you stopped, and how long it typically takes a player like you to rebook. The timing is deliberate. If you played heavily toward the end of your trip, you'll get casino-specific discounts or free balcony upgrades. If you barely played, you'll see broader family vacation deals to bring you back into the ecosystem. Either way, the goal is the same. Get you back on board before you've had time to calculate how much you actually spent. And the loop continues. Once you book again, your player data reactivates instantly. The casino remembers your patterns, preferences, even your lucky machines. You not just a guest. You part of a behavioral cycle designed to repeat itself. After your cruise, wait at least 90 days before rebooking. Casinos label that as inactive but profitable, and your next offer will nearly double in value. Patience, in this case, pays better than any jackpot. So, now you know the truth. Cruise ship casinos aren't built for fun, they're built for precision. Every light, every sound, every so-called lucky win is part of a design that quietly studies your habits, predicts your next move, and keeps you coming back for more. From the welcome night trap to the after-cruise loop, every phase of the journey is calculated. The odds don't need to change, you do. That's the genius of it. And once you see the system for what it really is, you'll never look at those glowing slot machines or smiling dealers the same way again. But awareness is power, because now you know how to play them. Skip embarkation night. Set a cash limit. Play short, smart sessions. And when the lights dim and the drinks flow faster, that's your cue to walk away with your winnings intact. Remember, on the open ocean, there's only one real casino rule. The longer you play, the less you keep. If this video opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, what's the most surprising trick you've ever noticed on a cruise ship casino? I read every single one. And when you're ready to go even deeper, click the video on your screen right now.